Having said that, I know we have a few other ladies in the room, some of whom have been patiently waiting, and some of them are waiting to come back and join us. So I'm going to go in reverse. Those ladies who are going to join the USA panel again, because they've already spoken, please hold your breath. Because first, I would like to introduce somebody very close to my heart. And right now she's actually in the middle of the screen. So I'm very excited. She's in the middle of the screen. And the last time we had an event together, her hair looked a little blue, but it's back to black. So I like that. I like to welcome Michelle Wilson, mompreneur par excellence. She is the visionary creator of the Mompreneur Achievement Method Master Course. And she serves both as a TV host and executive producer of a show called The Mompreneur Conversations. She has more than three decades of experience in entrepreneurship. She has helped more than 300 families grow their ventures and provided transformational coaching in productivity, time management, balancing family and life. And I'm adding to the official bio because she has done a lot. She's a beacon of inspiration for others as she navigates the winding paths of caregiving, entrepreneurship, and helping others to rediscover their identity and balance everything they face so that they can live a fulfilled life. And of course, this is the honorable, wonderful Michelle Wilson. So welcome, Michelle, from the Pacific coast of the United States. And then we are bringing back Dr. Angela Harris, and I think Rashida Azizi is no longer with us. Astrid, would you like to introduce Rashida Omolade Sule? Or
yes,
okay, beautiful.
Just a moment, please. So welcome, Rashida. What is? Welcome.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Hello. Rashida is a multi-talented individual with a passion for empowering, inspiring others. As a successful author, experienced coach, devoted wife, and laughing mother of 3 children. With over 25 years of experience in the financial, legal, and network marketing industry, Rashida has honored her skills and knowledge and is an expert in her fields. She is proud to be a global speaker and a charismatic personality in OHTV. She is the visionary founder and CEO of If You're Married, Let's Talk, and president of the AWLO USA. AWO means African Women's Leadership Organization. Welcome, Rashida.
Oh, wonderful. So we've got Coach Rashida,
Hello,
we've got
everyone.
Michelle, and I hope you're back with your battery, Coach Rashida. And we also, of course, have Dr. Angela Harris back, who I just saw a minute ago, but now I don't see her. So we shall see how this goes. Before I let you ladies talk, Rashida and Michelle, I do want to give a quick shout out to Stephanie Bash, who is calling in and who was going to join us earlier. She is undergoing a few things, but she is present. So I want to acknowledge and thank her for being here right now. So thank you very much, because Stephanie is a social politic active power woman. She does a lot of things, and we will see if later on she might like to add a few words. Michelle and Rashida. All right, United States, here we come. And I think we have East Coast and West Coast. We just heard a lot from women across the globe. And now we're moving to the new world, which may or may not be so new. What are the things that you, as women, and in this instance, I can say as Black women, are facing in your lives right now? What are the most important issues culturally, spiritually, balancing life and work? What are the issues that are most important to you right now? I don't know who wants to start. There's the two of you.
I'll go ahead and jump in.
Yes.
So first, I just want to say thank you so much, Dr. Natalie and Astros, for this phenomenal women panel, across the globe. My heart is just so full right now to understand that, we live in different countries, but we still are, it's the humanity part of us, and we're still the same, still the challenges are pretty similar, even though we're in different cultures. So I'm just really honored, and I just want to say thank you for, asking me to be part of this amazing panel. So for me, I know it's all the roles I play. I was a single mom. I was a young mom, so I'm a mom, and you talked about humanity. I also am a child of God, right? And then I'm an entrepreneur. And and I'm not only just a mom, I'm a special needs mom. I have a son who has been raising for the last 13 years. So I'm a full-time caregiver to my son. So when we talk about balance, for me, I had to learn that it's not about balance. It's redefining balance in my own terms. Because as an entrepreneur, I was in these rooms with these boardrooms with men who I couldn't show up as a mom. I couldn't show up as a woman, And so I had to leave my children behind when I'm in business, and to understand. And then I always felt like I was not worthy enough, not perfect enough, because I was staying up, late night trying to run my business and always kind of falling a little short. So I had to learn that I am perfectly imperfect, but I'm always looking to improve myself 1% every day. And so for me, it's just reclaiming my identity, just to really define who I am. And now I'm stepping into my big purpose, I believe, is just I found in this last 13 years when, we talk about success principles and how to achieve, and all that wasn't fitting for me, right? I mean, there is a path, but I had to create my own path. So I really want to be a light, and I'm looking for a tribe of other moms who are raising special needs children, because we do have a different path. And I want to really be that light that say, you know what, you can still live a fulfilling life. So one of the things I'm doing is reclaiming my identity, because I've been a mom all my life, right? And so I do know that I am here for a purpose. I want to feel fulfilled. I mean, I love giving. I give to others all the time, but I had to learn how to give to myself. Someone talked about earlier about self-love. I believe it was, loving myself first, putting the oxygen mask on first, and then I can give more. So it's really understanding that I am worthy. And I mean, I do have confidence, but there's those days I wake up and I don't know why I know I can do it, but I compare myself because I'm not further along in my business that I think I should, because one of my goals is my family comes first, right? So that's my core value, God, family, and then business. But sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough for my business. I feel like I'm, but I know it's going to come, and just trusting in God. So really my big challenge is just understanding that my path is unique. I am here on purpose, and I'm here to serve, and just finding my tribe now, because I believe I've been all my gifts and talents come from God, but all the rooms that I've been in have helped me to become the person I am today. So now I feel like it's time for me to give back. So those are kind of my challenges, and what I'm looking forward to for the future. So thank you for allowing me to share.
Coach Rashida.
Hi everyone. So you see, in a world where women often face unique challenges and obstacles, solidarity and collaboration will be the most crucial to me, because I truly believe that when we come together to lift each other up, whether through mentorship, through advocacy, or simply offering a supportive ear, that means so much to me, and not underestimating the transformative power that mentorship and guidance have in our life. I can tell you that, yeah, to the age of, I think about 13 or 14, I probably didn't know who I was. My parents did a great job with trying to let me know you're from Nigeria, because I grew up in Brooklyn. You're from Nigeria, you're from a very, very good family, you're this, you're that. But for me as a child, hearing it was not enough. I needed to see it. So at the age of 13, my parents, they made a decision to allow me to go home to Nigeria and get to know where I was from and the community, the family, and that changed so much perspective for me. So coming back into the United States at the age of 16, I was extremely bold, I knew who I was. I knew family. I knew the importance of family. And being the first of 5, my parents were like, oh my God, if going to Nigeria can give you this much self-confidence, then pack everybody else up. All of you are going back to Nigeria. So with that being said, growing up in Brooklyn, New York, after that, really helped me to now want to be more of a mentor to other young women who I knew were definitely going through what I had experienced, but didn't have parents like mine to take them anywhere for them to know anything. So what I do is by sharing my knowledge, my experiences and resources, I've been able to build a huge community, especially with the school that I call the Elite Creators Academy, because I was able to understand through that journey that once you know who you are and you truly understand where you're from, it does something to you. You're able to now say, I want to be this and become that through mentorship, through help, through having people that have done it, that can hold your hand and take you through. So, and I've been so blessed through the journey of knowing who the true source is, which is God. And that was really, really embedded in me as a young child. Now I help a lot of women entrepreneurs that are married with children to be able to overcome the overwhelm that they experience in life. So it's been a blessing and a journey. And I just love mentoring, coaching young women who are up and coming, while also helping women who are entrepreneurs to thrive in their personal life and professional life. So that's what I've been up to. So I'm really excited for that.
Thank you so much. And I
Thank
think
you.
I just saw Dr. Angela Harris also come back. Dr. Angela Harris, welcome back. I don't know if you wanted to add anything, if anything else came to mind about challenges or based on some of the comments that you heard since your last panel. Is there anything else that you'd like to add to what are the big challenges right now? The things that worry you or concern you?
Yes. First of all, I would like to say I am so sorry. This is my 3rd Zoom call today. And then,
Okay.
I'm getting calls back and forth, regarding Dr. Naomi King. For those of you who don't know, I am also a civil rights activist. And I was the first woman president ever of Dr. Martin Luther King's organization. And so Naomi King is actually Dr. King's sister-in-law, of the wife of his brother. And so, my phone is definitely blowing up. So I apologize for leaving. But one of the things that I do want to, first of all, I am a firm believer that when you know that somebody else has the keys to the door, that you don't try to open that door if you don't have the keys. You send them to the person that has the keys. My problem is that there's a lot of people that instead of sending them to the right door, like you just heard me comment and say, Rashida is great at what she does. because that's her lane. And in her lane is her gifting. And in her gifting, that's where the expertise comes in, but then the compassion is also there. And so it's very, very important that you know what keys you have to the door. If your key don't fit, don't try to wear it. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it, because eventually it will harm somebody more than it will help them. And the problem that I see is that there are a lot of people trying to find their identity. And in finding their identity, they're walking in shoes that don't belong to them, so they really don't fit. So when other people come, instead of them sending them into the direction of which they're learning, they attempt to try to walk in that person's shoes that's the teacher, instead of them continuing to be a student until they are great at the things that their teacher is teaching them. So my suggestion would be, in order for you to be the best of what you are, stay in your own lane. For me, I'll go to Rashida and I'll talk to her about certain things that I know that she can coach me on. Just every teacher also is a student. And so there's some things that, because of my busy schedule, because of the different ways that I was raised, because of, different things, I may not be great in those areas. Not meaning that I don't want to be great in those areas, but I have to have the correct tools and the right teacher to teach me how to operate those tools. So my suggestion would be, when you are seeking and searching for something, don't try to be that for somebody else when you haven't found it yourself. But send it to the people that are the experts, the ones that really have a compassion, that are really good at helping in that area. Eventually, as you are taught as the student, eventually you'll become a master at what you've learned when you practice it. So that's what I would say. Just stay in your lane and know that when you're not in your lane and you're dragging somebody else down your road or your journey of learning, then it can harm them more than help them. Send them to the people that you're learning from until you're ready to teach.
Beautifully said, beautifully said. And that came up earlier as well, a similar idea. We all learn from the person we need to learn from, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If I don't have the key, as you so wonderfully put it, Dr. Angela, then I need to find another door to open with my key, Now, having said that, those are some of the challenges, some of the things you are working on. What inspires you to keep going? Because all of you, Dr. Angela right now, of course, as well in particular, but all of you have gone through things. Michelle, you pointed out, obviously, I detected a little bit of guilt sometimes. I'm not doing enough, all of it. I know I have that too, or doubt, can I really do it? I'm not making enough, I'm not doing. So what keeps you ladies going to not just say, then I'm just going to focus on the family, or I'm just going to focus on this? How do you do what you do in all those different areas every single day? What is your inspiration?
I would say empowering the next generation of women leaders and entrepreneurs to be able to reach new heights of success in every area of their life, because we've been taught, and it's all the lies, that we cannot have it all, and we can truly have it all. It's just up to you knowing that you can. And I love what Dr. Angela said, you may not be able to do it all. You understand? You can have it all. You may not be able to do it all. So this is where being able to delegate comes in. Delegate, especially if you're an entrepreneur, delegate. Don't say, I must be this. And there was a time where my husband and I, when we were married, young in our marriage, just bought our new home. He would mow the lawn and do this and do that. And after a while, he couldn't do that no more. We now pay people to do it. There was a time where, my children were still young. I'm there, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning and doing all of that. Now I'm an entrepreneur running a business. They're older now. Seasons change, you change, but what keeps me going every single day is to know that if I don't help the next generation of women who are choosing to be leaders or women who decides to be entrepreneurs, if I'm not speaking into their life, if I'm not showing them how to do it, I can't put that responsibility on someone else to do it. So I always try to make sure that I'm there, I'm speaking, I'm on either Facebook Live, because that's what they are on social media. I'm on the social medias, I'm meeting them at the point of their needs and just making sure to pull them up, because if we are to really tell the truth, we know that the generations that we're dealing with right now is a whole different beast. So just knowing that women leaders, women entrepreneurs that are married with children, or maybe not even married, they need us to speak up. They need us to show them the way. They need us to mentor them. That's what keeps me going every day.
Gail?
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I believe for me, it's about I've committed myself to be a lifetime learner. So I love learning and being able to share with others what I've learned. And when it's anyone in my space, not just moms for raising special, it's anyone in my space. And we've talked about communication earlier. And what I've learned about communication is not what I say, it's what the other person interprets, and me understanding what they say. I want to see people, I want to understand them. I want them to know that they're understood. And so when I'm in a conversation, if it's coaching or just a friendship, and just seeing someone transform, because I know my life has been transformed. And so there's people who've poured into my life. So I want to pour into other people's lives. So that's what keeps me going, because I've had so many, I've had struggles, financial struggles, family struggles. But I mean, we all have struggles, but in the end, I had people who loved me and poured into me. So I want to be able to love others and pour into them, because I know that my life transformed because of others. So that's what keeps me going. That's what transformed me. And I'm just so thankful and grateful, because someone said it today. I woke up today. I have breath today. And another thing that transformed me is I just want to touch my son, who's has special needs. He's had over like 14 surgeries in 13 years. And to see him, that life hasn't tainted him. He learned something very young, that on a sermon from Joel Osteen, that laughter is the best medicine. And he laughs every day. No matter what he's going through, he laughs. So that inspires me. It's like, no matter how bad my day is, when I hear him laugh, it uplifts me and transforms me. So just knowing that life, it's not we don't live perfect lives, and it can be so much worse for other people, but just being able to be that light, being able to listen to someone who's going through something and do it non-judgmentally. I don't want to judge. I'm just here to hold space. So that's what helps me. That's what's, for me, it gives me inspiration that I can hold space for others. So thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Natalie, yes, all I would say is this, because I know that the time is, running short, but I have an accountability statement for myself, and then I also give that statement to others. And that accountability statement is, if it is to be, it's up to me. And as long as I know that in that accountability statement, that's what I strive for on a daily basis, I know that that's what's going to continue to make me continue to go, is keep on keeping on. Because the things that I've been positioned in life before I was even alive to do, only I can do it. The things that Michelle has been positioned in life to do, only she can do it. The things that Rashida has been positioned in life, you, Natalie, Astrid, all of us, only we can do it. that doesn't mean that we don't have some of the same qualities. That does not mean that we're not, that somebody else is not really able to do it. But when it comes to accountability, it's your responsibility to be accountable for the things that's your responsibility. And so when I say to myself, and I look at myself in the mirror, no matter how hard things may get, if it is to be, it's up to me. I can't change nobody else or be nobody else but me. And that's what that accountability statement means.
Ladies, there are some common threads that we have heard all evening. And I'd like to point them out briefly, if I may, because I think, Michelle, when you came on, you said, it's amazing to see how we're all from different places and there are some common threads. Michelle, you mentioned your son, and earlier Jennifer referred to her daughter. And I don't even want to know how many others of us women who are here today and who are going to see this later also have children with special needs and the way that that impacts their lives. So that's a different task. That's a different specialized task. And then some of us, we have kids. Some of us have small kids. Some of us have adult kids. It changes, as Coach Rashida was just saying, the seasons change, so we change with it, hopefully. And every single woman, directly or indirectly, mentioned the idea of accepting others, of giving back. I'm going to use that term. It came up in various ways, whether we say, some others transformed me, so therefore I want to help others transform, or my parents allowed me to do this, so I want to be a similar parent. Or as we heard early in the beginning, some other people helped me realize that I'm worthy, so I want to give that. There is a lot of this connection because I have benefited and I have gratitude, which came up a lot. I want to continue the process and maybe even elevate the process. And I think it was, I want to say it may have been Chiome or Sonia, I may be wrong, but one of the ladies directly from Africa used a term that deeply resonated with me because I always use the puzzle idea that life is a puzzle. And it came throughout our 4 conversations today. It was I am the missing piece to the puzzle. And if I don't show up, the puzzle is not complete. Or as Dr. Angela was just talking about the key. I may have the key, but if it doesn't open the door, I need to go, I'm paraphrasing, to another door. And if I don't have the answers, I'll ask Coach Rashida, or I'll ask Maike, or there are other ways in which we truly connect. So before I give it back to Astrid, I want to thank all of you. I'm going to switch to German in a second. I want to thank all of you because this has been truly inspiring. And I have a lot of the notes that we hopefully can continue to follow up on as we're moving forward. So einmal ganz kurz auf Deutsch. Ich glaube, wir haben ein paar Deutsche auch hier. Wir möchten natürlich diese Unterhaltung fortsetzen, denn wir haben gesehen, wir kommen aus so vielen Gegenden und trotzdem haben wir so viel Übereinstimmung. Ich bin das kleine Stück für das Puzzle. Und wenn ich da nicht auftauche, dann ist das Puzzle halt nicht komplett. Oder ich habe einen Schlüssel, aber ich muss dahin gehen, wo der Schlüssel passt. Ansonsten muss ich woanders hingehen und es weitergeben. Und das Selbstwertgefühl, die Selbstliebe, wie wichtig das auch ist. Es gibt noch viel mehr von diesen Punkten, aber ich denke, wie gesagt, wir führen diese Unterhaltung fort. Und Rashida, yes, please, you add another item and then I'll give it to Astrid to close us out. Yes, please, Rashida.
Okay. I just love what everyone was saying today. And but I just want to say that our work doesn't stop there. I want to say that we must also champion each other's achievements. We have to amplify each other's voices, and we have to advocate for gender equality in every aspect of our society. Because whether we are advocating for gender equality in the workplace or maybe in our homes, starting a mentorship program for young women or supporting women who own businesses, every action, no matter how small, it contributes to the larger movement towards what we are all talking about.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to add that in, that we have to know how to celebrate one another
Yes.
so that we can all be strengthened, because we have the weakness to be the strength. We celebrate one another's achievements and uplift and help with each other's weaknesses. We'll be such an outstanding force to be reckoned with. And I'm so blessed to be here with you all tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good night,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Rashida.
Thank you. Yes, we have to celebrate every single step. Yes. Astrid, can you
Yes.
close us out either in English or German?
Ladies, I love you all. It is a very great honor that you are be here, a part of this wonderful evening. Yes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wonderful thoughts. I believe that everyone can feel a little new feeling, can see a little new view. Yes, and this is a way for a better understanding, for more respect, for more tolerance.